What is up, guys? This is Cobb, and Aragaz Wild King shall be ours by the end of this video. This I vow, man. It is Secret Shard pulling time during CVC. Why, we're deep into Secret Shard Mercy. Ooh. And so it shouldn't take us long at all to crack our first legendary. This is like pull number 18 without hitting a legendary from Secret Shards, actually. As we pull ourselves a Luthea, a champion that is one turn of cooldown away on her A3 skill from being an actual decent champion, man. An AoE decrease speed and a 4-turn cooldown is just a little bit too long, and it's only placing one debuff, and then she's got a triple hitter on the A2, each hit with a pretty low chance of placing freeze debuff. She's just like a smibble away from actually being a pretty decent champion, man. Hey, before we get started with the rest of the pulls, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, use the best beginner promo link in the world to create that new account, or to invite a friend to start playing raid. Send them the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box, man. By using that link to create a new account, you're going to start off your new account with Tholin, Foulbeard, and 4 free epic champions to kickstart your adventure, as well as being part of a triple legendary start. Xenomorph is the login reward legendary right now, which is crazy. And on day 1 of your new raid account, don't forget to use beginner code Desert Queen to grab your hands on Hanerak as another day 1 legendary champion on top of Tholin, man. It's just the best way possible to start off a new raid account in 2025, so make sure to get it done. And so from the progressive chance, we're gonna go ahead and lock in Aragaz. Why? My Orc legendaries kinda suck a little bit. You know, we got like Packmaster and Crowcat in there, which is great. Those are by and large the only decent Orc legendaries I've got. Aragaz brings an AoE provoke skill on a 3-turn cooldown, also placing strengthen buff on all allies for a turn. He's got all kinds of faction ally bonuses as well to this, which is great, including the provoke being unable to be resisted, which would be lovely to have in faction wars. Brings a big old faction wars allied aura as well in all battles for the Orcs, and also brings a very, very unique kit where you like attack your own teammates to reduce them below half HP, and then place barriers on them and shields on them, and give them all kinds of huge sweaty bonuses and buffs on the passive for Aragaz. So he's a very, very interesting champion, very, very cool champion, looks like a badass, and he's the guy that we're going to go ahead and lock on in. Now, hopefully we hit legendary as quickly as possible from these pulls, so that we don't have to, so then I can keep on pulling, and I can pull, oh my god, ooh, a Tomb Lord. What does Tomb Lord do again? It's not Tomb Lord Dreng. It's just a nameless Tomb Lord. Okay, let me just... Okay, not actually that... Okay, I always just take a quick peek at the reviews just to make sure if I don't know a Legendary Champions kit, which, by the way, can I just say, I love pulling Legendary Champions when I have no idea what they do. Like, that's like the greatest feeling still in Raid. I'm like, who the hell is this guy again? What are they all about? It's great, because now I actually get to react in real time to their kit as we go here. So... wow. Triple hit at A1 plays decreased speed debuff on the attacker for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Okay, great. Spammable decreased speed debuffs are never to be underestimated, especially for Iron Twins teams. Very, very nice indeed. As for the A2, attacks one enemy, 100% chance of placing 2 poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. That's actually not bad as well. If the hit is critical, has a 100% chance of placing 4 poison debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. This is really good, you know. That's actually really, really very, very solid. I mean, not quite as much for Iron Twins, but, you know, like, really not bad. As for the A3, decrease the... Okay, hang on. 4-turn cooldown. Decrease the turn meter of all enemies with less than 50% HP by 100%. Okay. Has a 100% chance of placing decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Also has a 100% chance of placing decreased defense debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Why not just say decreased attack and decreased defense? Why is it going to put them both in 2 separate lines? Gets an extra turn if an enemy's turn meter is decreased by this skill. Not bad. Like, really, genuinely not a bad... I mean, it's tough for me to think a team that he slots into automatically, but at the same time, even just wave content, pretty good. Anytime that, like a Fire Knight shows up in Curse City and stuff like that, where I can use my Knight's Revenant, he'll probably fit into that team as well. Pretty good champion. But most importantly, we pull our first legendary pretty quickly into this process. So now we get up to a 20x chance to pull Aragaz, and I can go ahead and pull, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11 more Sacreds or something, and just hunt for Aragaz a little bit now on a 20x as well. Right, you're always hoping to hit gold pretty quickly if you're going to pull for progressive chance events, which, by the way, nobody should be doing this. I'll just go ahead and reiterate this. If you're deep into Shard Mercy and there's a champion that you really want, and you've got an abundance of shards to spare, right, like I do, like I meet all of these conditions on my main account, okay, fine, I'm going to go ahead and pull. But like on my free-to-play account, it's difficult to imagine a situation where I would ever pull during a non-personal rewards CVC on a progressive chance, you know, like most people you want to be saving shards for 2x's and for fusions and stuff like that, you know. We pull ourselves good old Borvos. Is Borvos actually this good? I feel like Borvos is one of those champs that looks like an absolute badass, but is kind of a piece of crap. He has a 50% land rate, decreased speed debuff, 2 turns on the air 1, which is fine. Attack all enemies, chance of placing decreased crit rate, decreased crit damage, debuff on enemies for 2 turns on a 3 turn. This is actually not too bad, to be fair. And then on the A3, remove 1 random debuff from all allies, only the 1, then place increased crit rate and increased crit damage on allies for 2 turns. Okay, he's actually fine. He's fine, man. He's okay. Like, he's a good little sort of like all-purpose epic champion, faction wars, that kind of thing. Maybe some like one-shot teams where you need to place an increased crit rate, crit damage buff rather, on your cold hearts and stuff, and Spider and stuff like that, maybe. I don't know, man. He's okay. He's alright, man. That said, he's not the droid that we're looking for, man. We're just hunting for goals, really. So Ruella popping out is not what we want to see, though she's a great champion that does deserve some respect with the triple hitter air 1, 10 meter decrease on that, decreased defense, weaken, and decreased speed debuffs, all of the big boss killer debuffs on the A2 skill on a single target triple hitter as well, and some 10 meter boost and increased crit rate buff on the A3. She's a great progression epic, fantastic for Fire Knight, integral actually in past free-to-play accounts of mine for progressing in Fire Knight and being useful in Spider as well, because of the reliable decreased speed. She can even be good as like a progression champion at a Chimera, able to place all these debuffs and just one champion taking care of all these debuffs is actually very, very nice into Chimera clan boss as well. So she's very, very solid. Not what we're looking for, man. Not the droid we're looking for. Let's keep on a cracking, man. Oh my god, dude, please. Lanicus the Chosen. Well, we're hitting a lot of gold. That's another very early legendary. So we've got 8 pulls left now with a 25x on Aragaz. Lanicus brings a Briggold ally attack, I believe, and that's sort of like the mainstay of that kit. Increased crit rate, increased attack buffs on all allies, then it has a chance of getting an extra turn. You better hope she gets the extra turn, because otherwise this isn't a very good skill on a 4-turn cooldown. So just imagine she does get the extra turn, and then she teams up with 3 random allies to attack a single enemy, fill the turn rate of allies by 30% also, and also increase duration of ally buffs. So it's actually a pretty damn good ally attack, even though it's not attacking with all allies, which, you know, would give it a little extra nudge in the right direction. But she's an okay champion. That said, she's quite niche. I'd imagine that, yeah, she's got okay scores into Fire Knight and Demon Lord because of the ally attack, but everywhere else, she just needs to get an extra turn from this A3. 100% at the time. That would be a fine buff to Lanicus. A kit feels a little bit behind the curve in terms of other legendaries, but here we go, man. We actually hit the 25x for Aragaz here. Very, very quickly indeed. What does that mean? A 7% chance? 8% chance or something to hit on Aragaz? I forget the math on these things. Let's just keep on going and hope that we strike gold again, shall we? We'd have to get pretty lucky now. I feel like we've pulled way above the curve already in terms of luck as we pull into a Hellgazer. Is she fine? Each crit fills the champion's turn meter by 10%. Attack all enemies. I mean, it's okay. Remove all debuffs from this champion. Increase stack buff. Then gets an extra turn. Okay. I mean, she's fine. She's like a typical faction wars damage dealer, but yeah. Not great, not terrible, is what I'd say about Hellgazer. Come on, man. We'll give it 1 more gold pull. If I pull 1 more gold, I'll just stop. If we don't, then I don't want to absolutely bottom out on my sacred shards. Christmas is coming, you know, I want to make sure that I'm sitting on an okay amount of sacreds going into the Christmas events and the Christmas fusion and that kind of thing. So we pull ourselves a Jurang. Jurang double hitter with a very, very reliable stun. 3-turn cooldown is fine. Triple hitter, chance of placing decreased defense. Again, he's okay. It's just like a faction wars kind of damage dealer, I suppose. Has anybody got out of their way, though, ever to build a Jurang? Maybe many, many years ago when Rage was first getting started, and, you know, back then he was actually a pretty respectable champion, but, the power creep is real inside of Raid. Get him off my screen, man. Little lizard. Okay. Next we pull in 2 Corpse Collector, She of the Impressive Collar, man. This is kind of the definition of a bit of a nothing burger epic, in my book. Tackle enemies on the A2, it's 3-turn cooldown, sure, but what debuffs does it place? Well, heal reduction, decrease accuracy. I mean, it's very, very niche debuffs, you know. Then brings a triple hit at that places poison, which is great, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown booked. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, she kind of doesn't do anything that's specifically that great. And so, yeah. She's one of those epics that just kind of falls by the wayside on most accounts, you know. We pull on into a Cage Breaker. I think this is an okay epic. Tackle enemies, destroy max HP by 50% of the damage inflicted. It's just fine. Extra 10 if this attack kills an enemy. Attacks 4 times at random. Chance of blitzing sleep. I mean, again, you know, it's not a bad epic champion necessarily, but it feels like one of those epics where there are always epics that end up ahead of the likes of a Cage Breaker in the queue for stuff to max next on your account, you know? At least I've always felt like that across all of my accounts. Oh my goodness, dude, this is it. Oh, it's a Nishak. Oh god, okay, we've already got a Nishak. Great champion, and this is definitely going to be, this is of course a Faction Guardian for us to lock in. Fantastic champion, really is. Insanely good champion. AoE decrease attack, decrease the duration of bomb debuffs, which is amazing. Also increases the duration of poison debuffs as well. It's just like an aside. Brings an attack all enemies, placing double bomb debuff, then gets himself an extra 10, and the extra 10 is huge because then he instantly dials down the cooldown of all of those bombs instantly. With the A2 is a huge follow-up. The decrease attack makes him amazing as a bomb debuffer champion into Dragon specifically. Dragon absolutely pops off, and every time a bomb debuff detonates or is removed, you place poison debuffs instead. Like, it just replaces the bombs with poison. So immensely good champion into Hard Dragon, and honestly many areas of the game, wave content obviously not least among them. Incredible champion, not the gold we were looking for. Oh god, do I just pull the 3 more, man? Do I just pull the 3 more? I think I just pulled the 3 more. We've got 3 more pulls to go. Like, it's a very middle ground. Okay, I'm just going to pull the 3 more and just, who the hell knows? You know, who the hell knows? We pull ourselves a Deacon. Obviously, Deacon needs no coverage, really no introduction. Everybody knows how busted Deacon is. Even brand new players get to the game, they're already sick about hearing about Deacon, man. Speed aura in all battles, 10 meter control, decreased defense, nice and reliable, double hit at A1 with Leech. Amazing progression epic. The kind of champion that you kill for in the early game, you know. Next epic we pull on out is going to be an Alika, quite an underrated Nuka champion, by the way. Brings an attack all enemies on a 3 turn, 100% chance of increasing cooldowns of all enemy skills by 2 turns. This is bloody powerful stuff, especially in PvP as well. On her A2, she also brings a huge smack that ignores 50% enemy defense if the max HP is higher than this champion's, and given she's an attack champion, that's almost always going to be the case. It's also just a 2 turn cooldown, man. So she can hit like a train with this thing into wave content as well, and just delete enemies sporadically during stuff like faction wars content and stuff like that. Actually a great champion that isn't quite spoken about enough, and it's good to see that the reviews do reflect just how good she is. Okay, man, let's go ahead and make this the final pull. I don't want to absolutely bottom out on the sacreds. It is going to be an epic. It is a Fane. Clan boss destroyer, decreased defense, weaken, poisons, and decreased attack debuff. All reliable sources of the most powerful debuffs that you can possibly bring into Demon Lord Clan boss. If this champion isn't a 5 out of 5 for an epic champion at Demon Lord Clan boss, then 0 champions in this game that are epic quality deserve a 5 out of 5 into Demon Lord. So 4.8 is just the best you're gonna get for a Demon Lord champion as far as I'm concerned. And leaves me with a batch of sacreds to sit on to go into the Christmas season with. I guess I'll just sit on those. I don't want to go absolutely mad. We got up to the 25x and we actually got a pull from the 25x, so I can't whinge about that. Do we already have the Lanicus? I can't even remember. I guess the Tomb Lord we will actually be building at some point. Let me just check my Faction Guardians real quick. As the Skinwalkers, we now get to lock in a Nishak, which is bloody lovely. As for the Lanicus, do we already have a copy? We did not. And so who knows, maybe I actually do build the Lanicus as well. Oh, she's a Dark Elf. Okay. I thought that she was... I'm misspeciesing the Lanicus, dude. Did I already have a copy? Okay, no, I definitely did not. She's just a bit less impressive to me. I'm probably going to go ahead and just master Voltaire for now. I might build her in the future or something, but she's not going to go on the list of champions to build anytime soon on the account. You know, she can sit in the vault for now. And so there you have it, man. That's going to be my points total for this CVC. By the way, my clan tries to actively lose the non-personal reward CVCs just to keep our win rate as close to 50-50 as possible in clan versus clan tournaments, so that we have a better chance at winning the personal reward CVC. So my instructions to the clan is for everybody to chill, and so the fact that I've just pulled a bunch of sacreds has like inflated my points a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and slam the brakes on that now on the main account. Overall, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the pulls, given that we didn't hit what we were looking for. I'm actually quite excited to eventually build out the Tomb Lord as one of those classic legendary champions that I knew nothing about, and now I do, and he's going to be quite fun to build, dude. A quad poison is nothing to sniff at, to be honest. The A1's quite good, and yeah, we didn't hit on the Aragaz. but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying, man? Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in your own CVC if your clan is pushing for the win and you're going to be going forward over there. And if you're looking to create a new raid account, make sure to get that done right now by clicking on the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box, man. Join me in my new free-to-play series by using that link to create a new account right now. It's the way that I created my own new free-to-play account. So now is an incredible time to get it done. Why the hell would you not, man? Use that link down below right now. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.